Good morning, y'all. It's October 10th, 2024. Probably not a good morning for the people in the southeast in Florida. I haven't seen what all damage was done yet. I've been back in town, but it was nice to see that people might be waking up the fact that their weather is not natural. But it is suspicious when I see YouTube letting videos go like mine. Because, you know, if I get 1,000 views on a video, that's like, that's really good. But I want to give a shout out to Carol over at Never Lose Truth and Never Lose Truth 5. And the 5, she does live streams every night for those of you who don't know. So I'd suggest going over subscribing. She's always keeping on top of a lot of things going on. And she showed my video, my call to NEXRAD down in Pueblo. I really appreciate it, Carol. I love you a lot. Hope you know that. And Real Fishing Life, he showed my video and got the word out. I appreciate that. I love you, brother. Hope you're all right. Like I said, I haven't been in to see what's going on, but appreciate all you do. And to Dane over at Geoengineering Watch, thank you for taking some cuts out of that and letting the people hear what these criminals at the NWS and, well, just our government in general, but really appreciate it a lot. You know, I try doing everything I can, but there ain't a lot I can do out here in the middle of Wyoming. You know, tried for years. Armed protest, everything. Nothing seems to get people's attention. Or used to. It's looking a little more positive on the people maybe waking up a little side, but yeah, the elk fire, I see it's blowing up all over everywhere, and a lot of people are talking about it. For those who don't know, Wyoming is like Africa when it comes to minerals, rare earth minerals, whatever you want to call it. The elites would love to have Wyoming, and the UN would too. And for those of you who don't know, you can look at their sustainable development map and see that they ain't going to allow a lot of people to be in Wyoming. And nobody will be allowed to be here. I've been screaming about that for years. Agenda 21, Agenda 2030. And as you know, it's almost 2025, so. But yeah, I just mainly wanted to give a shout out to those three. And to all of you who shared it, all the badass comments, loved it. I even loved the death threats I got in emails. I'm so scared. I'm very scared. Please don't hurt me. Whatever you do, don't come after me. Because I'd sure hate to have to, you know, take care of business. But anyhow, I sent that video to a lot of people, a lot of big channels who cover, you know, these radars and the weather warfare. They didn't want to touch it. And there were some good little cuts in there they could have taken, you know, and shared with a lot of people, but they didn't. So I lost a lot of I don't know what the word is. I'll still share their stuff and all that, but it's very disappointing. It tells me that some people are into it just for the money. Which is very sad. And yes, my YouTube is monetized, but that's the only way that I can get over 500 views if I have it monetized. So, and I'm lucky if I make $30 a month, maybe. That's a good month. That's a really good month. That's a kick-ass month. Most of the time it's $4 to $6. But I'm definitely not into it for the money. I'm just a poor old Wyoming boy. And I really don't give a shit because that don't matter to me. But yeah, I was very disappointed. I mean, I sent that to a lot of people. And they didn't touch it. Very disappointing. Especially those who are covering NEXRADs and stuff. I don't get it. Other than money. But sure got some fancy intros and stuff. Maybe I should do fancy intros. I'm just kidding. I don't even have like the editing stuff to do it. But anyhow, yeah, the elk fire. It's been going for several weeks now. September 24th. The NEXRAD out of Riverton and the one out of Cheyenne. I believe them were the only two on that one. One out of Cheyenne shot a beam up to Riverton one. The Riverton one pulsed, and as soon as they pulsed that NEXRAD, the Fish Creek fire, the smoke, you can watch it. I documented all. I'll link it to, how can I do it? Yeah, to Google Drive. I'll put a Google Drive link. I documented it all. But you can see as soon as they pulsed it, the plume of smoke from Fish Creek and the elk fire exploded. And then there's a couple times after that, I'm pretty sure I got that documented. And you can see I took the satellite and the radar. But no, they're definitely using these NEXRADs for more than we think. And I was thinking, and I don't know, but I'm wondering if that ain't how they're getting some of these plasma fires with them NEXRADs. I'm no expert, but anybody has any thoughts on that? But they can definitely make it spew mass tonnage of toxic smoke. I always forget everything I want to say. But, I know most people don't make it this far in the video, but that's all right. So yeah. No, they started droughting us out last winter. We didn't get a winter last year at all. The mountains, nothing at all. When I only burn 3.5 cords of wood for a winter, usually it's 6 or 7. That says something right there. And then down here in the basin where I'm at right now, it's just as dry. Everything is crisp and ready to ignite. But the mountain, yeah, there's so many dead trees on that mountain ever since 96. 96 when all the trees started turning magical red overnight. And all of a sudden, I guess, magical beetles came along and killed them all, made them turn red. That's complete nonsense. It's from the spraying. That's when they really started spraying. 96 is when I remember the sun turned white. Or they turned it white, or whatever the hell's going on with that. But there's so many dead trees. I mean, there's a lot of fuel. And then on top, all the aluminum, barium, and everything else. Everything else that their fires like. No. A lot of people saying half of Wyoming's on fire. I'm sorry, that's not half of Wyoming. It's on the northeast side of the Bighorns. Right here, I'm on the west side. But I was really surprised they haven't burned over on this side. There's a lot of ranchers, a lot of private land, but there's also a shit ton of BLM land and Forest Service, which is supposed to be ours, but you know, it's not at all. But yeah, they had 9 tankers flying out of Worland here to that fire. They've had tankers on it pretty much every day, and was it yesterday or the day before they had them going over to the Fish Creek fire. No, there's tankers been flying from Idaho clear over that one. They just can't seem to get her put out. It'd be interesting to know too who owns all these fire services, these planes, because somebody's making a lot of money off that. I don't have the time to research that, but if anybody ever is bored, might find something interesting. But anyhow, my main point is thank you all for helping me get the word out. I really appreciate it. There's a lot of times I feel like I'm not doing enough, but I've done everything I could at this point until chaos really comes. Then we can get down to business. But anyhow, I'm going to continue. My kids want some venison. So I said, got to continue my deer. And I love animals. The reason I'm doing it is for my kids and myself. It's good meat. Next week, elk season starts. That's what I'm really after. You can't beat elk or moose. Taste-wise, delicious. Even though they're eating saturated grass just like everybody else. But drinking toxic water. But anyhow, I just wanted y'all to know I love you a lot. I hope all my friends in Florida are all right. And yeah, we will talk at you later. Y'all have a great day. All right, later.